Do raccoons eat chickens? Today, I'm going to answer that. Let's go. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. Yes, they do eat chickens. Raccoons are omnivores, so they eat everything, including your chickens, because they like meat. There's two interesting things about raccoons, and one of them is those two little front paws are like hands, so they can open latches and do other things with that. They're very nimble with those two little front paws. Secondly, they have a strong memory and they can remember how they figured out how to open a latch and how they got into your coop. So that's 2 strikes against us and 2 pluses for the little raccoon. Another thing to remember is don't ever let your chickens out of the coop too early. Raccoons are nocturnal, and if you are leaving for work at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and you go and open the door to let your chickens free range for the day, chances are there's still wild animals rummaging around out there. So you're taking a chance when you let them out that early. The raccoon can smell those chickens, and once he finds your coop, he is going to be determined to get in there. Secondly, if you're having a problem at the moment with the raccoons getting in your coop, you can't leave any food in the coop all the time because that will draw the raccoons in there. Because don't forget, they eat everything, so they'll eat the chicken food and the chickens. So if you're having a problem, you're going to have to figure something out feed-wise, your feeding schedule until you can get that coop, secured, better built. A really good thing to patch your coop up if you've found any weak spots or holes is 1-inch hardware wire. That stuff is really, really strong and it will keep the raccoons out. So if you can't afford to rebuild a whole coop at the moment, you can go purchase that 1-inch hardware wire and patch any holes that you see a raccoon might be able to fit through. And if you can't afford to rebuild your whole coop, you can at least patch those areas with that hardware wire. You have to start somewhere, so that'll be a good place to start. I think 2 of the best strategies you can do for your coop to keep any predator out. Number 1 is having a good farm dog in the yard at all times. They just naturally chase possums and raccoons and neighbor dogs and everything out of the yard. Second, if you can't do that, the next best thing you can do is electrify your chicken coop. And what I mean by that is 1 strand of electric tape or wire 6 inches off the ground on the outside of the coop all the way around. That is very effective. Those 2 things are very, very effective. A farm dog and electric. And both of those, the farm dog and the electric, are to keep things out of the coop, not to keep the chickens in the coop. It works really good. And then your chickens are happy in there. And happy chickens lay lots of eggs. And that's the whole point. The coop behind me, the wooden coop, is a really, really good design. I've just, realized over the years, it's a good design for the person who has to get in there and collect the eggs and fill the feeder, so you can stand up in there. It's also a very good design for the chickens because they love that thing. It's very secure. They feel safe in there to go sleep at night and to get into their nest box and lay the eggs. And I realize that you can see I didn't build the wood all the way down on the one side of mine. I don't need to. But wherever you live, you might need to do that. Everybody's a little bit different. So, just according to what your needs are. But the basic design of that coop is just an awesome coop. And if you're interested in the design plans, the link will be in the description below. If you liked this video, please click like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye. Yes, raccoons do eat chickens. They're omnivorous. They're omnivores. Okay, I want to put this chicken down. Excuse me. What are you doing in there? Ew, a lizard got on me. Woody doesn't do it because he's just too big. Come here, Lincoln. Oh, that's a good boy. Come here. Here's Lincoln. He's my new farm dog. He's half German Shepherd and half Great Pyrenees. And I'm raising him up to be a farm dog. And he's a good one. He's going to be a very good one. I can tell because if they're smart and they look at you when they're little and they look around and they're not too lazy, you can just tell it's going to be a good farm dog. It doesn't have just that blank, empty, dumb stare on its face. It's like moving its ears, it's looking around, paying attention, and most importantly, it looks at you, the owner. Of course, when they're a puppy, their attention span's very short, so there's just going to be little short bursts of where it's really paying attention and looking around, but you know, you can just tell it's interested in what's going on around it. Yes, you are. You're a good boy, Lincoln. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Yeah, you are a good boy. Huh? He says, the donkey already tried to step on me twice. Yes, it did. Woody, you're a good farm dog, too. And Mario says, I chase raccoons and possums. This little tiny thing, the raccoon's bigger than he is, and the possum, and he's out in those woods at night. He's barking on the perimeter. He doesn't let anything come in. Do you, Mario? Huh, you're so good. Don't jump on me, Woody. Down. Down. You bad dog. You're naughty. No, you're too playful. Get away from me.